Hey there, it's Chuck with RoadDeckBuilder.com. Couple of spoilers that we missed from last night that we're going to go over. And this is not confirmed yet at all. Iroas got a victory. I got off of the MTG Salvation page. I'm not sure where their source is for this card, but this has not been officially spoiled by Wizards, so we are not sure so far whether this is fake or whether it's real. I tend to lean towards the fact that it might be fake, just simply because of the fact that it seems just too OP for what it is. The two functions of it seem like they work really well together, but it seems like it's just too much. The creatures you control can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Is powerful in and of itself. I mean, that's basically a madcap skills, just blam, on this guy right here. So basically he gives all your creatures madcap skills, and then the next thing that we see is that it prevents all damage that would be dealt to attacking creatures you control. So they already can't be blocked by except by 2 or more creatures. And then why would you need to prevent all the damage that would be dealt to them? I mean, it just seems OP to me. I mean, it just seems like it's more than what it needs to be good. It would be fantastic if this was a real card, don't get me wrong. This card would just be ridiculous. This would probably be the most expensive of all the gods, unless the other ones are way better than this. But I think last time we saw Afara first, and she ended up being the best out of all the multicolored gods, in my opinion, with what she does. None of the rest of them, Phoenix isn't all that terrific. Mogus was all right. I mean, she was by far, I think, the best out of all the ones we saw out of the last rotation. Karametra wasn't all that appealing, and I mean, there just wasn't that much there. So out of all of them, I think Afara was probably the most powerful of gods, and she's the one that was spoiled first. So if anything holds true there, Iroas would probably be the most powerful out of all of them, and I think this would probably be the most expensive one of the multicolored demigods. And the second one here I want to talk about is Hall of Triumph. I did miss this last night. It was like midnight, and I was trying to do a video, so I did miss this Hall of Triumph. And as Hall of Triumph enters the battlefield, choose a color. Creatures you control of the chosen color get +1/+1. And we have seen that there is an alternate art for this card that you can get, and it's above and beyond the actual promo. So that's pretty cool in and of itself, that we have an alternate art that does display all of the promo, like Fight the Hydra type cards or whatever. It has all those in it too, with a statue of what looks like Elspeth. So some foreshadowing for the storyline. Elspeth's probably going to beat Xenagos, which is not really all that flavorful, but that's a different video. So yeah, these two, the Hall of Triumph actually seems pretty decent. This is going to be just a destructive limited card. This is like Spear of Heliod without the ability to kill a creature. It just buffs everything that you're playing in that chosen color. So if you can do mono something with just a splash of colors for support cards, then this card is going to be huge in draft, depending on what you can pick up. Standard wise, it's all right. I like it. In your monocolor decks, it's going to be a beast. It's cheaper than Spear of Heliod in the sense that you're paying 3 colorless mana for it rather than 1 of any color and 2 white, if all you're looking for is the buff ability for your weenies. And it can be played in addition to Spear of Heliod as well, to give everything even more of a static ability. And Wizards did say that there will be more artifacts that add static effects just by themselves. So there are going to be a series of these. This is not just in and of itself. This isn't going to be a single thing. So Iroas, I'm not sure on. It'd be great if this was real, but to me it just doesn't seem like, it seems a little too OP. So maybe we'll find out tonight whether this is actually a real card or not. But it has not been officially spoiled by Wizards, so we don't know for sure yet. Another thing I do want to look at here is some other spoilers here. These are some of my favorites so far, and what I'm looking at is what's going to affect what my favorite card colors are, which is Golgari and Standard. And this is all also going to affect draft. You could technically draft this right here, except for you would have to pull a foil if you did. One of these would have to be a foil, because we have 3 rares right here already, and you obviously can't pull all of these. Other than the gnarled Scarhide, you could pull potentially some of these in draft, but it wouldn't be. You couldn't. You honestly, actually, you couldn't pull all of these in draft, because you would have to have 2 foils. 2 of them would have to be foil, and 2 of them have to be regular, which the chances of that happening in the same draft are astronomical. But hey, it could happen. So yeah, there's the hope. But Extinguish All Hope destroys all non-enchantment creatures. So we have a Wrath card here that's black. And what I'm more looking at here is how this is going to affect Standard already. You could build a Golgari build with this. Obviously, I mean, there's a ton of different ways you could probably go with this. And this is just the beginning, and what I see just from Born of the Gods and Theros. Are Born of the Gods and Journey into Nyx. I haven't even looked at Theros yet. This is just some quick things that I threw together. But all of these right here are enchantment creatures, so all of these would survive if you did this Wrath. And it would you could definitely ramp early and just Wrath, and then you've got all your big cards out already. You've got your Herald, you've got this gnarled Scarhide that you could have bestowed on something, and it's going to survive. Whether you bestowed it on something else that would be on the field, it's going to survive anyways, because it would fall off. But either way, you could definitely use this to your advantage, because if you're playing almost completely enchantments deck, anytime you play any of these cards, and Bow of Nylea would be another one that you could fit in here, as it is also an enchantment artifact. You could put Nylea in here. You could put Erebos in here. Any of those cards would work well in this here, because Nylea and Erebos are already indestructible, so they're not going to get destroyed anyways. But their artifacts, the Whip would work. Like I said, the Bow would work. We have other things like the Nyxborn Wolf and things of that effect that we could also look at as far as these cards that would survive. And like I said, we've barely brushed anything. We got what, 10, 15 cards that we've seen from Journey into Nyx so far, and very few of these are actually creatures at this point. A couple of, I think probably 5 of them so far are actually instants and sorceries and enchantments. So we have a lot to see from this set yet, and I think we are going to see a lot of enchantment creatures in this set. So yeah, that's just some things that I've picked up on so far. So just a little bit of some synergies that I'm already seeing in my favorite colors. Would definitely like to hear some thoughts from you guys as to other colors that you want me to look at synergies as. Dick, this is my favorite color combo, so I'm going to be looking really closely at this. But if other people want me to look at and do videos on other synergies that I can find as far as black blue or green blue or whatever you may like to look at as far as some synergies that to be looking for across the board for standard effectiveness and for drafting effectiveness, I would definitely love to hear that. And if I get enough comments on this, I'm probably going to actually just throw a Gravecrawler to somebody. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Would definitely like to hear some opinions. I like community interaction. So if we can get some people to start interacting and giving opinions and what they think and what they want to see, then I'm probably going to do something where I give away a Gravecrawler here. It may not be in this video, and actually I won't do it in this video. I'm going to do a new channel introduction video and kind of a channel update video as well. And with that, I'm probably going to do the Gravecrawler giveaway just for some interaction from what people want to see. So yeah, definitely. But this has been Chuck with RogueDeckBuilder.com, and thanks for watching.